Hello winners, welcome to where is Aussie USD, Euro USD, Pound USD heading, plus the COT report connected to it. In this video, we're going to go through what has really happened for Euro USD and Aussie USD and Pound USD, and where are we right now? What is the update of 25th of February 2020? Okay. So I have prepared, this is just purely price action. What have we done? The price has on EURUSD just coming down. It's been, coming down. A bit of a pause again. Ooh, a new high. Sellers getting out, buyers kicking in. All right, that's awesome. So then we have this support now. This is where we bought, and I told you on the video that is somewhere up there, where we went through on Saturday where to enter. I think I said 108.24. It went a bit lower. Doesn't matter to me because we have 50 pips plus, which is down here maybe. So we are still in this move. Then what is this? This is just pullback to sell again. So where is EURUSD heading? Very quickly, very firmly. We might be heading upwards this week before falling next week. Mark my words, write it down somewhere. It's pretty specific. Why? I believe this is just a pause for sellers to get a new entry to sell again. Okay, just that. Then are we going to 109? Are we going to 110? I don't know. I think this is more of a move that is based upon dates and time more than prices and so forth. But if we get a high on Friday, then there will be a sell-off. If we're getting a low, maybe a new low on Friday, until Friday, we might be looking into having it to be a buy in the beginning and then selling off later on. So what is really, so with every pair I'm going to do a COT report, okay? The COT report is the commitment of traders report, meaning the big institutions, those big boys. What are their positions? Minus hedging, no retail traders. Let's go and check it out. This was for pound. So I go to the COT report on this website. You can get it somewhere else, but let's go through it. Is my face in the way? Yeah, it is. Let me move it. Moving it. There it is. Okay, so there's a couple of lines here, and the explanation is down here. Let's take the highest. This light blue line is the number of sellers. At 18th of February, that was 170,000 sellers contract. No, sorry, 262,000 selling contract. This line here. Then this gray line is the number of long contracts. At 18th of February, that was 170,000. So 262 and 170. What is this market then? You guessed it right. It is bearish. Okay? Well, how can we see that? On this side, we have number of contracts, and that's the zero line, and this dark black line where it says nomical positions, which is long minus the short positions. We are now in a bearish territory. And then you can see this here is the weekly close price. So getting into it. Short contract has increased since January 21st, increased short contracts. What has happened to price? We have been falling because the number of short contracts has increased. Then buyers, what have they done? Well, buyers hasn't done much. They have been quite constant for the past 3 weeks. A bit more around between 21st and 28th of January. Okay, so what is Eurusd? The big boys, as you would call them, is now bearish. And increasingly bearish. So why would I now sit here and buy Eurusd? Well, I'm a buyer of seller of USD. That's why I do it. But the big boys is against me. So I don't take much risk now. I don't jump into positions. So this move here is why we can see the same thing. It is falling because there is more and more sellers now. So where are we heading? Going down for next month of March. I said that now, okay? Good. Aussie USD. What is Aussie USD doing? Let me just find a chart that nobody ever has touched in a million years. Okay, good. So for Aussie USD, we have, let's see, we are falling, okay? Good. Then what do we do then? Where are we heading? I think that we are trying to get up to 66.80 before heading lower. But if we now have a bullish, or no, sorry, a new low close until Friday, March might open going higher before selling again. But if we are now able to get a new high here at 66.80, we're going to sell in March, the beginning of March, okay? So for this week, we are a bit, it's trying, that's why we have this this nonsense right now. It has been trying to go higher. It has not been successful. Straightforward, easy peasy lemon squeezy. But it's basically too bearish. That's technically, that's what I want to happen. This could happen going lower, then going higher before selling again. What does the big boys do? Aussie. Where here we have a different charts, okay? This is still shorts, this is still longs, this is the weekly price, this is the longs minus the sellers or whatever it is. So just by looking at this one, we are in a seller's territory because we're below the zero line. Since 21st of January, which was on the euro, also had this increase in seller's contract and had somehow constant buyer's contract. So on 18th of February, we had 47,000 long contracts and 85,000 short long contracts. So there is more sellers by 37,000 than buy contracts. That's why Aussie USD is falling. It is going to continue to fall. Well, as long as this coronavirus is putting fear into the market, now that it has come to Europe, that Italy is now getting closed down of small towns because they want to conceal it. Well, that's actually what they should do because there is no medicine coming into the market for 1 year, maybe up to 1 year. That's what it takes. So they have, in the meantime, they have to do non-medical actions, which is closing down towns, closing down businesses, closing down travels. That's what actually hurts the economy, and that's what's actually happening here. 1, less demand for oil. 2, less demand for goods. 3, less produced goods. What does that mean? Ooh, economy is cooling down. The difference between now and the last time, which was the SARS virus, where that time China had 8% of the BNP of the world, now it has 20. It is a big player and it's not taken lightly in the VIX or anything in the market. So where are we heading? We could be heading in a small pullback, then sell, or we can make a new low and then we will wait for another pullback before selling again. Pound. And also Aussie is very determined by China, so that's why it's mostly bearish. Pound USD, we have a very different scenario. As you can see, we are bearish, yes, but not as much as the others. We're even trying to make new highs compared to both Aussie and Euro. This is definitely the strongest one. So for this week, what have we done now? We have kicked off the sell, kicked off the buy, and we're trying to reach higher. And the target for this week is 131. Yeah, maybe. But now, where are we now? We are somehow lower, and I want this to come high so it can be sold off in March. That's where we're heading. That's what I want to see, and that's what I see it currently. I hope you have learned something new today. I hope you have got some new insights on Aussie USD, Euro USD, and Pound USD. And I was almost about to forget, we have to do what the big boys do here. In difference, we have a bullish market here. There's more buyers than sellers in this market. So we have a positive of 29,000 last week. And the close price is still much higher than the other two pairs. And this is the buy. The gray line is all the buy positions. This is the sell positions. So buy positions on Pound USD is actually rising. So you can say that they are taking money away from Euro, taking away money from Aussie, and taking it into Pound or gold, for that matter. But in this case, we're just doing those three. So Pound is actually getting stronger. Interesting. So I hope you have learned something new today. I hope you have maybe seen to this. This is posted. This is quite late. They send in their positions on Wednesday and then it's released on Friday, and it's for the past week. So it's very lagging, but you can see, at least in retrospective, where are they? So you can see that buyers is now getting into Pound. Sellers are rarely constant or a bit lower lately. This is of huge importance for you to understand. Google it, learn it. It's not supposed to be like taking everything into account and say this is it. This is what you need to learn, and if you don't learn it, you are lacking a lot. No, and this can also confuse you. That's a reminder, but also it can help you and it helps me. Okay. So don't risk money you cannot afford to lose. Trading Forex is risky. So please stay safe out there. Until next time, I'll see you soon.